Dude, we're in fucking Toronto.
That's pretty cool.
How do you like it?
I'm loving it, man. This is sweet. Yeah.
We're just kicking off episode 2 now.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrapped up one back home there. Decided to come out to Toronto and rent a studio and do it out here. So,
and the studio is pretty fucking cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's sweet. It took some finding to get here though, eh?
It did. We just did a nice 30-minute walk, I would say.
Yeah. We had to foot it in. Had to huff and puff.
What a coincidental situation though, because we went, like, I didn't know that this was a franchise, right? So they just have studios like this everywhere with the same name and the same cafe right downstairs.
Yeah, no, it's very confusing.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, we're in the place. And you're like, no, dude, we got to go now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So here we are late to our own podcast.
Yeah. Second time in, man.
Second time in.
Pivot. Yeah.
Yeah. So the running joke here, guys, is that Toronto is the city where everything you expect doesn't happen.
No.
Yeah. Just expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
That's the kind of MO here.
Yeah. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Even though there's not much flow.
No, there's no fucking flow.
There's no flow.
Yeah. But anyways, speaking of Toronto, what are some things that are on your bucket list that you want to do before we leave our short trip here?
Food's the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go see some of the better restaurants and stuff like that. Nightlife.
Right.
We're going to get out there this weekend and check that out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like the touristy stuff, I'm kind of like, nah, it's like a city's a city, right?
You're over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Well, honestly, I hope I can be a good shepherd to Toronto for you.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of cool people to meet. And I kind of gave you the breakdown of that.
Yeah. No, we're meeting a bunch of your family and friends here.
Totally.
Like you grew up here, right? So
it's like a second home.
Exactly. So I think I couldn't ask for a better guide around. So
thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, man. You know what I've been kind of like seeing a lot on social media these days is it's kind of being shoved down my throat. I think we may have touched on this in our last episode, but it's the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard case.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, what's going on there?
I haven't been following it a lot personally just because it is bins everywhere. And I'm kind of just like, I'm done with it.
Right.
Super shitty situation though for him, right? Like obviously it's probably going to end very well for him. So looking forward to see that.
Does it seem like it's heading that way?
From what I've seen, yeah. And he's gotten, from what I've seen externally, like a lot of support from a lot of other people in his kind of realm, which is good to see, right? Because from what I gathered from it, she's nuts. Like it's just fucking anarchy, right? And living with somebody like that. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of people probably find that like a test to the having like a relationship that maybe is like, not like that, but crazy people or bad relationships and stuff like that. Right. So
let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on so the way that things are being portrayed to us, to the masses, I guess you could say, is that everyone's consensus is that Amber Heard is crazy.
Right.
And, that's really shocking to me because based on historical events, I would have totally thought the masses would have been siding with Amber Heard.
Wasn't she like the number one most like attractive woman or something like that at some point or something like?
She was.
I vaguely remember that. Like outside of that, I don't know who the hell she is, to be completely honest. I know she was in like, what was it? Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's it though, right?
With Jason Momoa and
Yeah,
and so like that's kind of what I'm getting at is like she definitely does have like mass appeal.
Yeah.
Like she made a name for herself, or Johnny Depp made a name for her.
Either or.
I mean, aside from Aquaman, I've never heard of her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Depp though, who doesn't know who that is?
She is cut out for Hollywood. Kind of. I say that sparingly.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, so my devil's advocacy here.
Yep.
It lies with the fact that I thought that the mainstream would have pandered more to her because let's just be completely honest. In cases like this, it's usually men are guilty until proven innocent and women are the contrary.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
No, that's completely accurate. It's people subside more to women, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
at least judicially, like most court cases is usually the woman, is claiming something against a man, gets the custody of the kids.
Right. Yeah. With the whole divorce.
Kind of
sector. Yes. Very much so. Yeah.
Which This is a little different.
It is. It almost feels like there's kind of a change in that sort of mentality, though. Like in the, like how the years have been progressing, it's almost balancing out again. Like I would say up until like a few decades ago, it was obviously in the guy's favor. And then there was a drastic change where now everything's more in the women's favor. And now we're kind of, I think, easing into like finding this middle ground, right? It's still obviously more like taboo for things to go in the guy's way. The woman usually does come out on top of a lot of things.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's taboo.
Yeah. It's frowned upon, right? It's like, well, they shouldn't get everything.
Well, speaking of taboo, she actually says it in one of the articles of evidence that was actually submitted. Okay. And she's like, you think, like, and I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, you think you, Johnny Depp, a man, you think the world is going to believe that you've been, assaulted by a woman?
Right.
Like, you think the world's going to believe you?
But to use that as a crutch, like to even put that idea out there to be like, yeah, good luck. No one's going to fucking believe you. You're on your own. I'm going to win. And like to have that mentality going into that situation is that's horrendous, man.
Fucking scary, dude.
It is scary because it can happen to anybody.
It could happen to anybody. And man, okay, I'm going to take it somewhere.
Yeah, let's go.
Take it somewhere personal. Not me.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, this is totally about him. A friend of mine.
Yeah.
So, no, a friend of mine, honestly, was falsely accused of something. Right. And I thank God that this has never happened to me because my goodness, dude, there's nothing in your control as a man that you could possibly do to say that I didn't do it. It's literally your word against theirs.
Yeah.
And it happened to him. And he was locked into like litigation for a long time.
Fuck.
Yeah. And obviously, I guess he came out on top, as on top as you could possibly come out from something like that.
You're coming out though with like no credibility going forward.
Nothing.
Nobody's going to take your side on anything.
Nope. And mind you, this is the nicest, most innocent-hearted, purest, like I'm speaking personally, guy that I know. He's such a sweetheart. I would never suspect him of something like that. And to just hear that happened to someone I knew, there was nothing that anyone could do to help him. And it was kind of just like in the hands of, the justice system, which is fair. But they went through the motions. It took long.
Yeah. But
in the end, they were like, there's no evidence.
Yeah.
So what do you think should happen to...
What was the outcome of that? Like, can you go back and like counteract that for like defamation of somebody's character?
100%. That's exactly what Johnny Depp is doing.
Right.
Like he's countersuing Amber Heard, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like, so, not a lot of people are as financially privileged as Johnny Depp to, hire like the best legal team and...
Right. But good for him because like they took him out of the contract for Pirates of the Caribbean going forward because of this whole thing.
Yes, they did.
Right. So that's huge.
Yeah. And he actually like touches on that and he's like, they're like, how would you have wanted the franchise to end? And he's like, well, I've had a big part to play in every single movie.
Oh, it's not just a big part, dude. You are the movie.
He is the movie. Yeah. When I think Pirates of the Caribbean, I think Johnny Depp.
Yes, 100%.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Exactly.
Fucking drunk walking and talking, and his character was brilliant. And a lot of his character was concepted by him. That's how acting works, right?
Yeah.
Like you become the embodiment of the character.
That's a lot of his characters too.
Yeah.
Like
Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka, which Timothée Chalamet is playing the next one.
Oh, okay.
Carrying the torch. But yeah, like it's just a scary thought, like where do you go from there? So let's say Johnny Depp wins this 50 million that he's hoping for, but now the fucking whole world got to get a whiff of the dirty laundry.
So here's the question. Is there a dollar amount in your opinion that somebody could hand you to be put in that position?
Definitely not.
No. So that's one thing money cannot buy or fix.
It's just like, man, can you put a dollar amount on your reputation?
Well, it's like putting a dollar amount on other people's opinion of you.
Right.
You have no control over that, right?
That's true.
So unless you're giving the money to everybody else in the world, right, it's not happening, right? Like,
which let's take it a step further. whether you're going and airing out your dirty laundry, you don't have any control over people's opinions of you regardless. Right. So maybe there is a dollar amount you could put on this.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. I mean, tell me, what's your price?
Yeah. But again, it's also, I guess it's depending on you as a person, and the opinions of certain people that are against you. Like, do you care about, if people have a negative opinion about you for something that you didn't do or something that you're not at fault for, do you really concern yourself with opinions of those people of that nature? Or if the people that are like, know who you are and true to you, know that you're like a good person or whatever it might be, or not in the wrong, and they're siding with you. So do you really give a shit about the population of people that are passionate about bringing you down? No.
Fuck no.
No.
It is the most misunderstood power move of all time.
Yeah.
That when you're in a scenario where people are misunderstanding you and they've misconstrued your words or they perceive you a certain way, and you have two choices. Option number one is you retaliate and you end up looking like the aggressor, and everyone's like, dude, what's wrong with you? And you're like, what the fuck? Like, this person's attacking me. And they're like, yo, you're fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Option number two, just walk away.
Yeah.
I don't care what you guys think of me.
That's the best option in almost all situations, is just
walk away.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. I've walked away from so many situations where I'm just like, I don't like drama.
No.
Yeah.
Especially unnecessary. Like, if it's something where it's not like directly involving something that you actually care about, what's the point?
Yeah.
Don't entertain it.
You know, I speaking of this walking away concept, I was watching this, I was on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sent this to me or not. This could have been you, or I might have just stumbled on it. It may sound sexist. I can't lie. But it doesn't have to be sexist. Take it objectively, however you want to take it. It talks about how men like turning something into nothing, and women like turning nothing into something. So I'll elaborate.
Yeah.
So men like to work hard to eventually reach a place where they don't have to work hard.
Oh, okay.
To eventually, be on Mojito Island, sipping like a drink on a beach and just like, man, all my hard work led me here.
Yeah.
Whereas like the counter argument to that was that women like to turn nothing into drama, to cause kind of like a rift and be like, hey, like, come into this, like, listen to this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm maybe not explaining it that well.
I agree with the points, but they're in completely different contexts.
Yeah, totally different contexts.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know how to, like, you're right. It did kind of explain it in a biased way.
Right.
Because like on one hand, I was talking about men working.
You're taking a positive affirmation for men and then kind of a negative connotation.
So maybe it was a little sexist.
Well, no, I wouldn't say sexist, but just polarized.
Polarized. Yeah. They elaborated it really well on the TikTok.
Okay.
And I fucking must have missed the most important part to tie it all together.
Yeah, you're like, this is motivating. Men are awesome.
Men are fucking awesome.
Go Johnny Depp.
I'm team men. Fuck Amber Heard.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with her though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I okay. And to maybe play devil's advocate one last time.
Yeah.
With Amber, I really thought about it. I was like, what if Amber Heard is really telling the truth? And what if Johnny Depp's truly the remarkable actor we think he is?
He's just that maniacal.
He's so fucking maniacal. And I'm like, what if his like legal team is just fucking brilliant at the presentation? Like, Johnny, don't iron your shirt today. We gotta make you look like, little like distraught. And
she's like actually losing her mind right now because she's like, he's fucking acting.
Yeah.
Well, then you know what? That also deserves a standing ovation because he fooled all of us.
Right. So you never know what's real nowadays.
Yeah.
So yeah, if she is in fact she's not telling the truth, but if she
yeah.
Oh, it never. Yeah. But anyways, it's going to be an interesting unfolding. I think based on the way things are going, I think she's going to lose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long has this been going on for now?
Yeah, it's been being shoved down my throat for at least a month.
A month.
I would say.
Do you have an idea of how much longer it's going to be going on for?
I have no idea, and I don't think that's up to. It's just based on how much more evidence that they want to submit, and the jury at the end of the day. It's not even up to the judge. The judge isn't making a final judgment call on this. This is a jury. that is ultimately submitting their, you know,
that's heavy.
Yeah. Which obviously is a little more fair.
Right.
But you know, juries can have their biases.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
It's a very randomized subset of people who were picked.
Yep.
And they can come in with their own biases.
Yep.
They could have been in abusive relationships.
Yeah.
They could demonize men.
Yep.
They could demonize women.
Yeah. They could be very pro activists for women, men.
Yep.
Both say, yeah, no, it's a very good point.
Some of them could be Johnny Depp fans. That's
another thing too to take into account.
Right.
Yeah.
So apparently the lawyer on Amber's team was previously a Johnny Depp fan. They have footage of her when she
previously. She's not anymore.
No, yeah, previously.
Okay.
But she was standing outside of one of his like
I saw that. She was like at the fence of the red carpet or some shit.
Can I have an autograph?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's like,
how the fuck do people find that? Like, how the hell do people like? I've seen her before somewhere,
right?
And they're like going through all this like red carpet footage, and they're like, there she is,
as if there's oceans and oceans of like
videos,
footage,
yeah,
and you're just sifting through it, or it's got to be like Johnny Depp has the fucking CIA on the case,
yeah, like facial recognition, yeah, like no, but really though, like how the fuck?
He has his like, FBI agent.
It would be easier to like Photoshop her into that. Totally. And be like, yeah, she was there. Then to be like, oh yeah, no, I spent the last, 1,000 hours of my life.
Or they're probably like, the lawyers are like hiring a team. I want you to go through every.
That could be it.
You know,
you have
they hire like 100 people just go through every event that Johnny's ever been at.
Yeah, but what does that do for the case at the end of the day? I feel like that's not like that doesn't change anything. It's pretty like insignificant.
Nothing.
No.
I mean, appearances.
Yeah.
And appearances are everything.
That's true.
They're everything. Like Amber Heard, girl, you couldn't fake cry if your life depended on it.
There was one clip of her there sitting up when she was up at the stand or whatever. And you could see her like kind of like stop and go like this because she was like trying to pose for like a picture to be posted on like news or social media and stuff like that, where it looks like she's like distraught or like uncomfortable. Yeah. You could see her like she's like talking and then she like stops and she's like, and then she continues on and it's like
she's like thumbnail.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was like let me take a selfie. Nice. It was like that was one of the few things I saw in that.
Brilliant.
That was funny. That was
What's the most outrageous thing you've heard that's come out of that so far?
She shit on his bed. Like what?
I was hoping you'd say that.
People do that.
She said it was their Yorkie, and do you know what Johnny Depp said?
I thought it was only me, but
right. Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Apparently, Johnny Depp was like, what did he call it? Yeah, in the fucking courtroom, he's like, she took a grumpy.
She took a grumpy. What's it? Is that a?
That's a term.
It's like it's a upset dumpy. Like what's a grumpy?
I've never. He was being kind of like cordial.
Yeah.
I looked at the photo and there was a grumpy.
So how did that go? So I don't want to go too far into it. It's fucking gross, but like, did she do it and then take a picture and send it to him? Is that what went down?
I think what happened was the security, like Johnny Depp's like security profile came into the room and they were like,
"It's a turd on your bed, dude."
What the fuck? Like it's on your side of the bed. And Johnny Depp was like out at an event or something, and he like got the photo and he couldn't do anything else but laugh.
I would. I'd be like, "That's fucking what?"
And it was on his side of the bed. Which sends such a message.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only message that sends is just like, she's fucked up. Like,
maybe that's why it was called a grumpy. Probably put him in a grumpy mood.
Yeah, he left there. He was like, oh, damn it. I got to go clean my bed.
Yeah. Oh, no. But like, that whole situation.
Yeah.
So again, like she said that it was the Yorkie.
Right.
That's what she tried to use as her defense.
Like that's not a small dog.
And Johnny Depp's like, yeah, no, they poop pebbles, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to explain to the courtroom how it was human. Boom bap. Apple. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing changed. The camera angle's the exact same. The lighting never turned off halfway through this.
Speaking of which, nothing was the same.
No.
We're in the city of Drake.
Yeah.
Do you feel the energy out here?
It's a lot more hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that has something to do with why there's so much success out of the city?
Well, the drive, and it's like motivating, right? Like when you're around people that are just like go, 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 it motivates you to do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So I can see why, there's a lot of success grown out of cities like this, or like just big cities in general, right? Like that's why a lot of people probably like move to like places like New York and LA.
Yeah.
You're kind of just chasing that momentum and that dream, right?
Right.
So yeah, there's a different energy here for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
It's infectious.
It's infectious.
Yeah.
And every time I come here and I go back to Calgary,
yeah,
I'm like, oh, this ain't shit. Like I got this, I got Calgary on lock, and it's probably due in part to like, I don't know, like a lot of the motivation that I have.
Yeah.
Come here and it's almost like you definitely deplete your battery out here.
Yeah.
It could take a lot out of you. But when you go back to Calgary, you're like a new person.
Yeah.
That's what I find about Toronto.
So you gotta be here, and then you use other places as like your recoup. To come
Yeah.
back here
Yeah.
and keep
Like,
going.
would I live in Toronto?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
I would.
Yeah,
I
you
would.
would.
But like Calgary is so relaxed.
If you want relaxed,
Yeah.
man. So
Don't say Hannah.
Hannah, Alberta, bro. No, man. Vancouver Island is like the definition of relaxation.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like there's Toronto, Calgary, and then there's that. Calgary's like kind of in between, I would say. So more closer to this environment.
Right.
The Vancouver Island, like it's people talk slower. The energy's super slow. It's go at your own pace. People go about their business and work through the week, and then the weekend comes along and everybody has plans all the time, but it's like relaxing things over at other people's houses and stuff like that. It's not big extravagant events or partying or clubs and stuff like that. It's like go to the beach, kind of like enjoy the sun, go play around a golf, go to the far side, do some surfing and stuff like that. And it's a completely different environment.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
So is that end goal for you?
It would be cool. It's definitely like more of a retirement place.
Yeah.
You can't really work out there and live out there. But yeah, end goal, that would be dope.
With the whole like shift happening where more and more people are finding ways to turn $300 into $3,000 through those I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But like more and more people becoming digital nomads.
Yep.
Do you think that there's going to be like a younger population starting to?
There already is. Yeah, it's starting to come up more and more. It used to just be old people retirement kind of place, and a lot of like hippy dippy kind of people that just kind of like, live off minimum needs because that's all they need to make them happy. Right. But there are a lot more young people with like energy and like a business mindset and more like adventurous that you see popping up out there.
Yeah.
Also too, like it's a beautiful place. So a lot of people go out there to try and like document that, and whether they're like, I don't know, like travel documentation.
That's awesome.
Or photographers or whatever it is, right? Like that place is a big hub for that, right?
Yeah.
There's so much like land and beauty out there to be like explored and stuff. So.
And so do you find that like the people who tend to gravitate to Vancouver Island are like more about the outdoorsy lifestyle, like to be like canoeing and like hiking?
Yeah, I'm not so much like the activity side of it, but I'd say just like the connection of just like being away from the hustle, being away from hordes of people, concrete
jungle.
Yeah, fresh air is they're just looking for fresh air, right? It's not so much like the activity side of it. There are a lot of people out there that are like go out there for surfing. It's a blast surfing out there. The kayaking, whatever it might be, hiking out there is phenomenal. There's even a ski hill out there for like winter time and stuff. So it's like it's got such a like diversity for like activities.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my biggest thing out there is like literally we'll go out there and we'll have a day plan. We're like go to the far side of the island, like Tofino and Yuki, and we'll go there and be like, oh, we're gonna go do like surfing. We'll set everything up, and the guys will go I'll do like 10 minutes of surfing, and I'll be like, nah, I'm just gonna sit on the beach for like fucking 4 hours and take a nap. And I'm like, that's all I want. Like,
that's the life.
Yeah.
See what I mean, man? We work hard to try to just go to Vancouver Island.
It comes back.
So that's beautiful.
And then women go there to ruin it. No, I'm just kidding.
Amber Heard, you're not welcome to Vancouver Island.
Yeah, stay the fuck away.
Yeah.
You're not pooping there. Not happening.
No grumpies.
No grumpies on the island.
That's hilarious, dude. Yeah. So give me like a story of like, paint a picture for the people who've never been.
So I don't know, you get there off the boat ride sucks. It's an hour of kind of just like tourist nonsense.
You get motion sickness at all?
No, it's pretty steady. No, it's only an hour or two, right? Like you can sit in your car and fucking sleep the whole ride there if you want, or you can go stand up.
Oh, it's a ferry.
It's a ferry.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're big, pretty massive ferries. Yeah, you go there, you get over, you'll end up in like either Victoria or Nanaimo. Those cities are all right. Like Victoria is really pretty. It's a lot of like heritage and stuff like that and old buildings, which is kind of nice. Even the university campus is really nice. Nanaimo is kind of just like, I like to relate it to Edmonton. That's what Nanaimo is to me. Yeah, definitely.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty shit. But once you start getting into the thick of it, it's this lush green forest. It's like a blend of like forest and like jungle. It's
sweet.
Wildlife everywhere. The middle of the island, there's a place in there called Cathedral Grove, and it's like this place with these giant, massive trees that you can almost like drive through and stuff like that. Super touristy. So once you get past that, it's kind of like quiet.
You ever go there at night?
No, actually, you know what? That would be a really cool place at night.
That sounds fucking cool to do at night. That would be a cool
place at night.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to...
like fireflies and shit or
totally,
something like that. That'd be dope. That's what
but I would not want to... No mushrooms.
No, yeah, man. Mushrooms out there is a whole another ball game. It's the best place in the world to do it. Is it? Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't done it anywhere else in the world, like many other places, but where I've done it, that was the best. Because it's like the one time we were doing it there, we were at a place called Sprout Lake, which is right by a town in there called Port Alberni.
Okay.
And a lot of people think of Port Alberni as like a pretty big shithole, and it kind of is. But Sprout Lake is beautiful. The lake is glass. There's never a ripple on it. The water is warm, like warm bathtub temperature.
Damn.
Crystal clear. You can kayak out to the bottom or canoe out to the middle of it, and you can see straight down to the bottom.
Holy shit.
And it's cool. There's actually a plane that crashed in there at the bottom of it a long time ago, and you can see it at the bottom of the lake.
Did anyone die?
I can't remember the backstory of it. But it's sitting at the bottom of this lake, and
so you can just see it.
Yeah, you can see it's way down there. It's a deep lake, but it's so clear that like the sun's.
Do you have like any rough estimate of how many feet down? Let's measure in Michael Jordans. How many Michael Jordans?
Probably like 50 Michael Jordans.
Oh shit, that's too many, bro.
It's pretty deep.
I was hoping like 10.
No, it's down there. But yeah, no, the one night there, we were there, a couple buddies, and we did some mushrooms on the shoreline of that lake. And
nice.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. You just lay there, the sound of the waves crashing, the stars above you. Like the best analogy that I can put it in is, you know those fireworks that when they explode, they like glitter down and they go shh, like
the cascading ones.
Yeah, that's what the stars looked like they were doing the entire time that you were staring at them, and it was just unreal.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it was a good time there. We were there with Colt and Howard and
all the homies.
Yeah, and man, me and Colt were it was like a different level. Like no one would say anything and no one would do anything,
but you all understood.
We would break out laughing at the exact same second, and nothing happened, and it was so bizarre, but it was a blast, man. Number one place to do that.
Nice.
Doing them on like sand as well. Sand feels so good.
You're just like, wow.
It's like exfoliates everything. You're just
you
like,
guys feeling what I'm feeling?
Yeah. Losing your mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Vancouver Island, man, it's like home away from home. It's awesome. I want to head back out there soon. So
I'd love to come with you guys sometime.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to do that. We can do one of these out here on the beach.
We definitely could. We could. Toronto is like you said, hustle and bustle.
Yeah,
but it has its gems, man.
This itself is so cool.
Like you know when we were flying here.
Oh yeah.
Right. So like we leave Calgary, we're flying above Alberta.
It looks like a desert.
Yeah. And then you come here and it's like what the fuck?
But you don't think about it until you see the other the grass is greener on the other side, right? Dude. Like when we were leaving, I'm like, oh yeah, just like you have farmland and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's home. That's Alberta. That's what it looks like. And then we got here and you're like, yo, look out the window. And I looked and it's like just lush
forest
and just thick. And it's all like actual like maple leaf trees.
Yeah.
That don't exist out west.
No.
So you're like, you know, it's like if you were a kid to grow up in like Calgary and stuff like that, and the maple leaf is so iconic to this country and you never see one, you're like, well, that's a silly kind of concept. And you come here and it's everywhere. Every
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
cool. So, but the unfortunate thing though, as lush and green as their province can be, Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off about that. I came all this way here to watch the Leafs play, and they're not even playing hockey anymore.
So this is your cue, man. Go wear a Calgary Flames jersey.
No, it's okay. I brought my Tampa Bay jersey, so I've been making a lot of friends in the last day.
No, I'm surprised you don't have 3 black eyes.
Yeah. Just 2.
Just 2. Okay, good makeup today, hey?
Yeah.
But speaking of which, Battle of Alberta, man.
Dude, it was the last game with Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we might have touched on this a little bit last time, but like the energy was unreal.
You know what that game was to Calgary? That was our playoff game.
That was the city waking up.
That was us being like, we won.
Yeah.
We beat Dallas. We get to fuck with Edmonton again.
Yes.
You know, and we're right there now since we weren't even fucking born.
No.
During the last Edmonton Calgary
was it?
face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 91.
Yeah.
Fucking prehistoric.
Yeah. Literally though. And yeah, like it's gonna be dope. Like you went out last night and you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
How was like we were not even in Calgary.
We're not in
We're
Calgary.
in Toronto. How was the energy there?
The
like,
energy at that specific pub.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
No, like nobody was there.
Oh, okay. But what about the energy in your own group though?
Oh, in our group,
yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
everyone was just like wilding out, and like it was such a high scoring game.
Yeah,
6-9.
I know. I was talking to Dad there this morning, and he's like, yeah, he's like the Flames won. I was like, yeah, right on. He's like, yeah, he's like fucking 9 goals. I was like, sweet, you're almost caught up to Colorado in goals now, and you've played twice as many games.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what really though had me scared last night? We were up 6-2. 6-2.
They pushed it back to what, 6-4 or 6-5?
6-6. I
They
think they tied it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then when we were at 6-6, I think they pulled their goalie. I'm paraphrasing how the game played out, but at one point they pulled their goalie out with 3 minutes left.
Oh, that's ballsy.
Yeah, ballsy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then they got scored on twice.
So I missed the beginning of the game, and I did they pull their goalie after the first like 3 goals in like the first period, man? Like
you're asking the wrong. I missed the first half too.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, it was a crazy game, and you know, we were just being nice. We didn't want to do double digits on them on the first game, you know. Yeah, so 9.
So humble.
We'll settle for it.
Calgary's a nice city, guy.
We're
nice people.
You know, we know how to be classy and humble, charitable.
Yeah.
So Edmonton,
help the less fortunate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, going back to Calgary and like the whole Red Mile and stuff like that.
Oh
like,
my God,
like
dude.
Saying the other night there when they finished off of Dallas, that was stupid going downtown. It was like there was about like 20,000 people
at least
walking
20,000
down the road, and I was like, holy fuck! Getting down there was nuts in itself. Like it was like the amount of people that were just like walking along with traffic as it moved. I was like, what the heck is going on, man?
Red Mile though, you know, from when I last remember it was when Tampa was playing against Calgary, and we got literally robbed.
Oh yeah, we got screwed up.
You know, like high powered like replay cameras or whatever, high speed cameras caught that puck going behind the line. Yeah, and they're like, you know, like what are they gonna do? Realistically, they can't go back in time.
No, it's over. It's done.
Hey, give us that cut back.
Yeah. No, it's buried.
It's buried.
Yeah. Well, now it's their redemption chance to make it to at least Western Conference losers. They're probably not going to win the Western.
So Tampa's in it.
Tampa in the East. Yeah. So right now the only other team I give a shit about right now is Colorado. Okay. But yeah, it would be cool to see Calgary and Colorado play in the division final before they go to the final game.
Totally. Yeah. I
don't know. It should be interesting. I'm excited for it. But
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And
it's going to bring a lot of life back to the city. Especially during the summer, man.
We could use it.
Coming out of a pandemic, people are kind of restless. I think it'll be really good for the city.
I have a lot of people always like just chirping me for, like we're from Calgary.
Oh yeah.
Especially Torontonians. They're like, so how's it like living in that dump?
In that dump?
Yeah. And I'm like, hey.
Yo, I've been here for one day. This place smells like fucking shit.
It smells like Amber Heard's Grumpy.
It smells worse than Amber Heard's Grumpy, bro. And you get, it's not like consistent. At least if it was consistent, you'd get used to it.
Right.
It comes in wafts. You'll walk, you'll be like, oh, it smells like nice and fresh. And then you're like, what the
wave of shit.
Fuck. Yeah. And then it goes back to being
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Toronto.
Very Calgarian of you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doug Ford. But yeah, man. Where was I going with that? Yeah.
They're how they view
they view Calgary. They're just chirping.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
No, that's fair. That's what we do in this country.
This is Jack Harlow's favorite city, okay? Put some respect on our name. Fucking, it is Jack Harlow's favorite city.
Is it really?
Yeah, he was like in a random like red carpet event, and they were like, Jack, like we heard you love Drake, and he's kind of like gives them this weird side eye, and he's like, I do, and they're like, yeah, you love Drake, right? And we love you too, and he's like, you want to know what I love? And they're like so excited, and he's like, Calgary, and I was like. Fuck yeah, bro. Love this dude.
That's dope. So we were talking about this this morning. Me and a friend, and that guy went through like major plastic surgery, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Harlizzy?
Look him up, like how he looked like.
I gotta see that.
We're talking about the same guy, right? It's like white rapper dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look up his before picture, dude. Like right now, like it's fucking
Jack Harlow before surgery. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We can throw a picture of him up in this video so people have a reference.
Yeah,
of it,
we'll post edit that.
But yeah, isn't that nuts? Like good for him though, right?
So I don't know if that's just like
it's a bit. I would say it's a bit of puberty. But the picture we were talking about this morning, and we think the picture, the before, he's still probably, because right now I think he's 24.
Yeah.
That picture there, he's probably still like 20 years old.
He's young.
Puberty's already happened though for the most part.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess like he had like a nose job, and you can see it kind of looks like he had maybe like some like chin fin, but he also has facial hair now, so that accentuates it.
Okay.
But like, I'm not even like, part of me is like, fuck you, bro. Like that's cheating. But another part of me is like, dude, good for you.
Hey man, good for you.
No, that's a good looking dude.
I'm Team Harlow. You know why?
Yeah.
Because man, not every, but so many girls get the surgery thing going.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I encourage it. Like if you can do anything to increase your confidence and just like better the quality of your life, and you can afford to do it, do it.
Hey, by the way, Jack Harlow, if you ever watch our fucking podcast, we're not chirping, bro. I think we're both fans. We do.
No, I'm saying it's dope, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's dope.
It's actually impressive. Like, still a little bit like, fuck you, that's cheating, bro. Because like every chick is so into this guy right now, and it's like the dude had cheat codes.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, man, like he's a good looking dude now, and I won't even fucking deny that. And
no,
he's killing it. And yeah, when I saw that before and after, man, I was like, that's a different dude.
Yep.
But like, yeah, just is like loses the glasses, whatever, nose
job. He was asked in an interview, dude. They were like, yo, what kind of changed it all for you? Because like he went from playing small shows with like 8 people in the crowd, and he was like, my beard.
Yeah, so I can't remember the interview that I think I was, or if it was an interview or if it was like something I was reading. But his like one of his first shows or whatever, it was at this like old hall, like a college hall. It looked like
that's the one.
And he had like there was like 9 people there, just kind of like doing the awkward like this sort of dance to the thing or whatever, and he was just doing his thing. And now he's like selling out shit and like hanging with Drake. And
totally
like, in the span of like what, like 4 years, 3 years. It's like
I fucking love.
Dude came out of nowhere.
The glow up has been beautiful.
Yeah, no, good for him.
Good for him. It wasn't a one night. What is it called? Like a overnight success.
No.
Yeah, no, it was not like that.
No.
Yeah.
In that industry, that doesn't really happen. And if it does happen in that industry, they fizzle off in like within a few years.
Yes.
They don't stick.
Yeah. Do you think Soulja Boy was a one hit wonder?
Yes.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah. You listen to any of his other songs and you're like, what the fuck am I listening
yo.
to?
In his defense, there's one track of Soulja Boy's that I fuck with it.
Which?
Pretty Boy Swag.
Okay.
The one where he sounds like the kid from Malcolm in the Middle that has asthma. You know that?
Reese.
I can't. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Frankie Muniz, man, turned into like a fucking landlord. Turned all of the money he made from that show into like, he's just like killing it. He's like
the guy's a Formula One racer.
What?
Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
Crazy.
No, yeah, he's a race car driver, dude.
What dimension? What universe are we living in right now?
Professional racer. No, that's dope though. That you can that's like, so dope. Yeah, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of that with like, because like the layman, like the normal guy nowadays, we go through like 5 to 7 career changes in our lifespan nowadays, whereas like 2 decades ago it was like statistically like 3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah, just because we're so exposed to a sheer amount of entertainment and change at all times throughout the day that we get bored a lot easier now,
we do.
Right? So yeah, it makes sense why we change careers.
Which I think is perfectly okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. But I think we're going to see it with celebrities or high caliber, I guess, individuals where they're going to be changing careers a lot more often. You'll see like somebody do like acting, and then the next time, they're now Formula One race car driver. Or
totally.
I think that's dope.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Especially like Formula One, I'd fucking love to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hear you need a strong neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about that.
The G's that you're experiencing and that you're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Just sitting there in a neck brace. Am I cool now?
Yeah. Totally, man.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyways, this episode was fucking wicked.
This was dope, man. Yeah. This set was awesome. Shout out to Staples Studios for letting us do this.
Yeah.
And Moss Coffee for the coffee. And this was cool, man.
I would do this again, and I think due in part to like the energy of this single episode.
Yeah.
I gotta give credit to Toronto. It's such a lively city.
It is. It's like I said, it's like motivating.
It is.
Yeah, you just want a piece of it.
Just that smell of grumpy in the morning.
I love
gets
grumpy.
you right out of bed.
I can't wait to take a grumpy in the morning.